Hello, on behalf of WRWO 94.5 FM, it's a project of Here and Again, an Illinois 501c3 nonprofit. We're dedicated to promoting the arts through education. Welcome to the Hey Porter Show. In this show, we're going to be conducting interviews with local performers to cover various aspects of the musician's life, from creativity to personal moments. We hope you find them interesting and they prompt you to visit one of your local venues and support their talents and effort. Welcome to the 94.5, and I'm your host, Steve Schote Porter. And our artists today come in fours. We have Connor, Carter, Andrew, and Isaac, and they're known as Lovers Canyon, and we'll get to that in a minute. Hi, guys.
Hi.
There we go. By the way, interesting factoid here. 62 years ago this month, WWDC Radio, the D.G. Carroll Show, in Washington, D.C., interviewed four artists there, and it was their first time in America.
Wow. Ooh.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, on my T-shirt. Yeah.
So here we are. And we'll look back on this moment. Okay, so let's start hearing about where you guys went to school, where you live. Let's start with Connor.
All right, I guess I'll start us off here. Let's see. I live here in Ottawa. I always have on the south side. I've lived in the same house for what? Well, see, I'm 19 now, so 17 years now in the same house. Always here in Ottawa. So I went to Ottawa High School. That's where I met Andrew. We started a band. Then we broke up the band, and then we started another band, and that's the band that's here right now.
So Andrew, you're from Ottawa too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Ottawa High School?
Yep. Went to Ottawa High School and then went to IV for a little bit, but
you still live in Ottawa. Carter?
I live in Oglesby and I go to LP. I'm a sophomore in high school right now. But yeah, so it's hard to balance the band with school with my girlfriend and my friends and all that.
I know trying to get all you guys together was a real treat for me, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
The Cavaliers, right?
Yep.
How about you, Isaac?
Well, I've lived in LaSalle for forever now, and
you went to LaSalle High School too?
Oh yeah, okay. And well, I'm still a senior at LP now, and I've lived in the same house for since I was 3 and stuff. Okay. But we've lived in 2 houses.
So everybody's true LaSalle Valley, River Valley people, huh?
Yes.
Anybody can grab this. What made you decide to make music your career? Who wants to grab that one? Anybody?
I guess I will.
Okay, go ahead.
I love it a lot. It's a lot of fun, and it's something that I think that I'm pretty good at, and I know that it can take you pretty far. You can do a lot of things with it. It's a very cool experience, and something that I just love, and I'd love to do professionally.
You know, it's one of those things. It's a job where the more you put into it, really, the more you get out of it.
Yeah.
You can't say that about it. The workaday job sometimes.
I would agree.
How about instruments? Let's start with Connor. What do you play?
Well, I started on an acoustic guitar. It was a classical one, not a nice one, but I am really grateful for it because it gave my fingers the calluses I need. I play lead guitar in the band now on a couple nicer guitars, which I really love. I've got we'll save that for later. We'll save. I don't want to get too into it, but
Andrew, what do you play?
Started off on trumpet for Grand Ridge, picked up bass, and then guitar, and then drums after that, and then I noodle around with banjo and ukulele a little bit in my spare time.
He's the virtuoso.
Any future thing? Maybe we'll hear some brass out of you guys one of these days. A trumpet in the background.
Turn into a ska band.
I did own a trombone for about a week, and then I gave it up.
Isaac?
Drums since 6th grade. Yeah.
Still beating.
Mm-hmm. I tried guitar, but still working on that. It's a little hard.
Okay. Carter.
I originally, actually, in 4th grade, I picked up an acoustic guitar, and I played for a week, or a little more than a week. It was probably a month or so. And then I broke my wrist, and then I had another even worse injury. And then I just got out of it, wasn't practicing, and just the way I was learning wasn't good. So then it was a few years, and then I was like, you know what? I think I want to play drums. So I started getting taught drums by Kevin Kramer,
Wow.
and then after like I think it was another year, I was like, I want to learn guitar too. I want to try learning guitar again. So I was taking guitar lessons with Kevin too, and like the way he taught was just amazing because I don't know how to read music. I don't really understand that, but I just have a pretty good ear for it. And the way he taught just chord names and just like how things work just really connected with me.
He meant a lot to a lot of people. That's
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Did you go over anybody who's benefit? Did anybody go there?
Oh yeah, I
I
did.
did go, yeah.
Let's see. Biggest inspiration when you started, Connor.
Okay, guess we're going in circles this whole time. She's putting me on the spot. Well, if you couldn't tell by my T-shirt, radio listeners, you can't see it, but I'm wearing a vintage Hard Day's Night Beatles T-shirt right now. I can tell you all the details, but yeah, definitely the
Okay.
Beatles were my first love. That's what got us together, me and Andrew. There's a whole backstory behind that.
Okay.
Other than that, I've gotten into a bit of heavier stuff like Nirvana, Arctic Monkeys, but not like metal and stuff. Still more in the pop realm, but
Okay.
definitely Beatles were first.
So that helps you with your answer, right,
Yeah.
Andrew? Beatles?
Yeah, definitely the Beatles were my first
I
huge
like these
inspiration.
guys. Okay, cool. Isaac.
There's like a lot of bands that really like I just love the drums for, and I've just always like loved the sound and stuff. I'd say like Metallica, and like my dad showing me Metallica like in 6th grade
Hmm.
when I started playing the drums. That's what really got me into like the heavier stuff, and then like
Carter,
Beatles.
your big music inspiration.
I can agree with that. Like, I can just remember like driving with my dad in the car, and he'd be playing his music from the '90s, and so like I think probably the first thing was probably Green Day that I really
Oh,
really liked.
all right.
Dookie album.
Good album.
I'm going to go back to Andrew on this one. The first song you guys played together as a band,
Oh man,
or maybe you might need some help from somebody.
Ooh, I think I
I know
remember.
the first one we wrote
think it was
together
Drain
was
You.
My Own Time. It was either Drain. Oh,
Drain
no,
You because
it was
It was Fluorescent
Fluorescent
Adolescent.
Adolescent. Yeah,
Oh,
We've come to a decision. What is
It was
it?
Fluorescent Adolescent by
Oh.
Arctic Monkeys.
yeah.
Okay.
that was when we were
Fabulous.
getting
That was
Isaac into the
yeah.
band.
Yep.
That was before Isaac,
right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
The first thing we kind of played at practice though was like a jam, like we just jammed.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
usually
That
start
was-
with
Kind
Okay.
of feel everything out.
first song we did good on.
Let's go to the name of the band, Lovers Canyon. Where did that come from? Somebody?
It's a counter.
Yeah, I'll take that
question,
one. So, originally, well, no, that's another story I'll save actually. But we had another band name. We didn't care for it, and we just put together a whole list of names, and we were thinking, what would be good? We thought, we all live in LaSalle County, this area. What would be a good thing? We floated some that were based on Starved Rock. There was one was the Bluffs, a bit more boring than Lovers Canyon. So we ended up going with the latter option there. So that was actually a misremembering of Lover's Leap.
Right. There is no Lovers Canyon.
There is no
Starved Rock.
Lovers Canyon.
That's why I was kind of hesitant even asking the question, where did it come from?
Oh yeah, none of that. None of that.
No, it's not.
But,
not weird. It's just
Some of you guys write songs, you two, Carter?
Carter. Well, me and Connor write the most. Carter started to more recently, so he's kind of getting into it more.
Does it usually come with the lyrics first or the music?
It depends on the song.
Yeah.
I usually write chords first. I go for melodies. People say that my songs are catchy. I would say that's why. I don't want to brag about it. I don't think they're amazing or anything, but I go for a good hook first. I would say Andrew goes for more of an emotional type of deal.
Yeah,
lyrics first.
mine are a lot more direct to the point with lyrics and everything, but typically it's usually chords first or a riff or something.
Okay.
Noodle around and then.
I'm actually like the opposite. I remember, I've written a whole bunch of riffs or like little like segments of songs, but the only song that I've ever fully gotten through, which is like the one going on the album, I went into it having a specific thing that knew I was writing about. So I wrote lyrics and then I kind of wrote like rhythm and chords to go along with it. And I don't know if that's normal or not, but I guess it's the opposite of what you guys do.
That comes to the next thing about writing. Have you ever like sat down, any of you, like in one go, and just wrote a song start to finish, like let's say half an hour.
Well, yeah, plenty of times
Oh,
actually.
yeah?
That's I. And if you're listening to this, I don't want you to get discouraged when I say this. So many of the best ideas that I've had have just came to me out of the ether, and I write it all down in half an hour, and it's just done. It takes a lot of tweaking to get really good, like a lot of the little things. But I find the more you overthink it, at least for me, the worse the end product is. So most of the things, I'll get a spark of inspiration, and it'll all just come out at once.
You get to that point in a song, and all of a sudden everything goes blank. Now what do you do with it? You have no idea what you want to do next with it. Do you throw it away or shelve it for later?
Usually I'll sit on it and I'll think about it, and like if I have chords that I really really like, I'll record it and kind of structure it a little bit, and I'll listen to it on repeat and see if I can kind of think of anything. And then usually while I'm listening to it, I'll scroll through a bunch of my notes that have like one or two lines of lyrics or starts or whatever,
Okay.
and see if anything kind of works for it and if it fits, and maybe how could I make it fit, do different notes fit together, different lyrics and stuff like that.
And sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't. That's a big part of the creative process as well. It's a lot of eliminating the bad ideas, which I guess is the point I was trying to get at before. Was a lot of my best ideas do come all at once, but there's so many other ideas that I just scrap. It's really a lot of coming up with a good idea is doing it enough to have the skill or have the know-how to be like, that's a good tune, that's a bad one, or what can we do to improve this. And a lot of it as well is collaboration. Me and Andrew, for example, we kind of tag team a lot of our songs. We write them together and then we bring them to the band.
It's okay to change lanes once in a while too. You think you got the idea, and along comes Andrew and says, "Hey, how about doing it this way?"
Yeah,
one of the other.
We do that a lot. We did that with one of Carter's, and I think that helped it because we were able to all sort of come together on it.
Beatles reference?
Beatles reference, yeah.
They called Dylan ever mercurial, meaning he just went off in different directions all the time. Okay, current recordings. I know you guys are working on something right now, right?
Yep. Up in
Who
the
wants to
studio.
take that?
We're up in the studio working with Chris Farrell on our album. It's 8 songs.
You're working with a good guy, by the way.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
him.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Good for you.
The album is called White Noise, by the way.
It
Keep
will
a look
yeah,
for
good.
it.
And it's
It'll be
coming
on
out this
Spotify.
summer, maybe?
Maybe,
It should be
yes.
this summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They'll
Very
start.
soon.
We're gonna do 2 singles first, and then the album after. So
So look
try
out.
to- yeah.
Look out for that, yeah.
And you'll be able to find that where on Spotify or
Spotify,
YouTube,
Apple
if we
Music,
can, yeah.
everywhere you can
Bandcamp.
play it.
hopefully
all
as
that
much
kind of
as
stuff.
we can.
Yeah, as much as possible.
When did each of you take your first shot at singing in the band?
I guess I'll start this one. I was the first singer that is in this current lineup right now. Like I said, me and Andrew formed a band before, so I was always the lead singer in that band. So I've personally been singing in a band since 8th grade. We never went anywhere with it until recently, so I wouldn't say it was by any means professional, but I think that's gotten over a lot of my stage fright just having done it for so long.
Because you guys have played a couple of places already. I know.
Well,
You were
yeah.
at Muffy's a couple of weeks ago and somewhere else. So 3 of you sing.
Yes.
What's wrong with the guy over here? I'm pointing at Isaac, by the way.
Just don't have a mic for him.
I do sing for like stuff for the school, for
Okay.
choir, musicals, but I just haven't. I've suggested it a few times for like some songs, but I just never gotten around to it. I've been too focused on the drumming part, but like maybe soon.
Well, yeah,
Thanks
if
for
we're
letting
gonna
me pick on you.
flip that idea, Carter could hop on the drums and you could probably sing something.
Yeah,
That'd be
or like
good.
maybe even try drumming and singing.
Oh, yeah.
My
'cause
girlfriend
I'll
would
able
be
to
happy
do
with that. She likes when I join.
Different bands you've each been in.
You want to start, Connor? Or you
All
want
right,
me to?
I guess I'll continue on that
I
track.
also got
Me and Andrew started in an old band in well, I was in middle school when I first started it with another guy. That one was called Jupiter Panic. So we played for a long time.
2 years, I think, almost.
Yeah, I was with him for about 2 years, and then I met Andrew when I was a sophomore in high school. We both bonded over the Beatles, like I was saying earlier. So then the three of us did the fine arts at our school that year. We played Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes with our friend on drums. We stayed in that band for about a year, didn't get any gigs. It was just really getting to us that we weren't getting out and doing anything. So the band eventually ended up splitting up, but it was a blessing in disguise because then we met Carter and we were able to form this band, Lovers Canyon. And later we met Isaac, and I guess the rest is history for me at least.
I got a story about that.
Were you in a band before, Carter?
I was in a band. Well, originally, I'm referencing Kevin again, but he and a few other teachers in the area, they brought their students, and it was like a teacher-led, like student band type thing. And I did that 3 times, and there was this one guy who, like, I was doing it with, and I got his number, and we were texting back and forth, and we were like, we should start a band. And it was just me and him. We didn't have bass. He played guitar, and I played drums, and we had, like, the cheapest equipment ever. We had 1 gig at Speakeasy on First.
Mhm.
It was over the summer. And then we ended up meeting Connor and Andrew, and so we got together because we were like, we need more. Like just drums and guitar is like, it sounds empty with just us. So we needed more like bass and stuff.
And that's what we had. We had the rhythm
guitar
guitar,
and bass, so it was
bass
like a
and-
perfect lineup.
Yeah.
Right.
And along came Isaac finally from
Yep.
someplace.
Yep.
That was
The guy left the band because we had some disagreements, and I don't know. I'd say it was pretty mutual. And then I kept just mentioning at band practice, like, I have a friend named Isaac. He's really good at drums.
At first
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, Carter's a freshman in high school. It's gonna be his little friend. He's not gonna be any good at it.
just started playing.
Dude, I was like, sure, let's give it a shot. And Isaac ended up.
Good thing it wasn't freshman
Isaac
year.
is
Isaac on the drums. I could not play in marching band.
No, but Isaac is like probably
Secret sauce.
he's our
Oh,
secret
yeah.
sauce. That's what Chris
Ah.
says.
There you go.
Isaac really pulled the thing together.
Good.
Now Carter's on guitar.
Have any of you ever thought about a solo thing on the side, for instance? I know Chris does something. A lot of different bands do that. Have any of you thought about doing solos?
Yeah, I have. I've been working at building up a set list and stuff just to kind of get out and make some spare cash on the side to help kind of finance some stuff for this group to really get it going
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Anybody else?
I've also thought about that, but the issue is like I can't do a little acoustic set in a coffee shop if I don't even have enough time to learn like some songs for the band. So my main focus right now is the band and school, and right now I'm in Mamma Mia at LP with Isaac,
Oh yeah.
We should
okay.
definitely do
and
that.
that takes up all of my time.
Oh yeah. It's been hard
takes
to
up a lot of
practice.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about the acoustic thing that brings me into the next question. Which do you prefer as a group? Do you rather be on the big stage or an acoustic little coffee shop type thing? Because I know there's some nice little places like you talked about in LaSalle
Core
there.
Cafe was so much
Core
fun.
Cafe,
It was
yeah,
really awesome.
That place closed down like a week after we played there.
Yeah.
It was really unfortunate. I did really like it in there.
I think they're moving places.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
I think, he said
I
he
think they're
wanted to
open.
I might
Mm.
speak for all of us when I say I think we probably prefer the big stage more and like the
Mm, yeah,
heavier,
yeah.
like
Mm.
big amps, electric guitars, a lot of distortion. Like,
Yeah, oh
It's
yeah.
a
That's
very
the type of-
different energy.
Yeah.
different
It's a lot of
energy.
fun.
But like
Gotcha.
the first time we played an acoustic set was at Core Cafe, and that place, it might sometime open again at a different location. But when we played there, it was in Spring Valley, and yeah, it was like we didn't expect to have as much fun as we did.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
just played a few songs, and it was a lot of fun. It was a blast.
Yeah, it's really different because at that point you're in an environment where people will actually listen to you, if that makes sense. Like as a band that does originals, it can be hard because our main draw right now is bars. And now don't get the wrong idea. We love playing in bars. It's a lot of fun. But in an acoustic setting, it is nice to have people like, slow down and listen to your
Actively
lyrics.
listen.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more of an intimate thing with the
Cool.
audience because it's a lot less loud. It's a lot less hectic. It's
Exactly.
more sitting and watching compared to like the loud, high
Turmoil.
energy. Yeah.
And I'm not
yeah.
shoved like
Jumping
behind the
around
set
and-
and stuff. I
Right.
can play
Yeah.
like a little like
Yeah.
And
cajon and stuff.
we
It's
we
great.
talked about this a bit. We've been worried certain tracks that we've been writing aren't good for the bars, but like something like an acoustic set,
Yeah.
that's where
Fits a lot.
the the artistry can really shine, because we're not just a bar band. You know what I mean?
Put that on the next CD.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You guys are all busy doing all kinds of things, school and jobs and looking for jobs.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of hard to balance all that. You have like a regular routine when you get up in the morning. You know you got to go to band practice at a certain time. How do you guys handle that? You want to go with it?
Right now we've been at a little bit of a hiatus from practicing just because me and Isaac are in Mamma Mia at LP, like I said,
yeah.
and that takes up like there's like one day a week where we don't have to be there, and the practices are long. Like we don't have Saturdays because we're at LP all day learning choreo or stuff like that.
Mhm.
So like that eats up all my time. And then I'm also in school right now. I'm in honors classes, and we're doing this huge project about like our family's immigration, and that's also just eating up all my time because I have to do like 20 things for history, 20 things for English, a whole essay, and all that stuff.
Right.
So it's been hard, but I think we've just been communicating and just talking about like growing our presence online a little bit more right now, since like we can't really afford to be going out and gigging because we know it wouldn't be our best work since we don't have any time to practice,
Yeah.
add new things.
And you two guys being in the play, choreography, and you guys are practicing basically.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's like on
it's
your
gonna,
mind.
it's gonna move over into the other realm. But yeah,
Right.
how about you two worker dudes? Well, kind of worker dudes.
Well, right now,
Connor, yeah.
right now, I'm actually in between jobs. I hope by the time this airs, it's going to be outdated. So I've just been trying to apply to places every day and just worry about that separate from the band because I have way more free time than they do right now, at least.
Okay.
I don't know. Me and Andrew get together and write stuff still pretty frequently. I think that's a big part of the process as well. We could do more. We could do more, and I'm definitely slacking. I'll say that. But with the amount of stuff that these guys are taking on, there's not much that we can do besides get our own thing going and just try to communicate as best as possible. Like I know we were kind of arguing about it the other day. I was worried the band was going to break up or something, but we got through it.
Okay. You'll be all right. You'll be fine, from what I see.
We're fine.
So everybody out there that's listening right now, Connor's looking for a job.
Hire me.
How about you, Andrew? What are you doing these days?
Not a whole lot. Like I said, I'm working on a solo set because I want to do that frequently if I can. There's a job I'm going to be applying to as well, which is 3 days a week, 3/12s, and it wouldn't be really eating into much. So
Okay. How about before you guys go out on the stage? I know you've done a few gigs here and there. Is there anything special you guys do when you get together before you head out there?
Well, for one, we pack up.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start with that. I try to get us to do hand stretches and stuff and get out on stage at the same time. We haven't done that every time, but it's something I try to think about.
Especially if you're doing long sets.
Yeah. We should do
Yeah.
like something like we're like I don't know.
That'd be
Kinda
cool
like
if we had a ritual.
Have a little, like a little
that's what I
ritual
was trying to-
circle or
That's what I was
really
trying to do
jumping
with
around.
those, like, the hand stretches. I always forget.
It was really
thing.
help with drumming.
So
For sure.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I don't think we really have a ritual, but I think there hasn't been a gig where we didn't like practice almost all day beforehand.
Oh,
That's-
Because
yeah,
again, like it's 4 teenagers. Well, you guys are like basically
Well,
adults,
yeah.
but like 18, whatever.
I'm almost gone. Well, not really.
Oh, yeah.
19.
Next, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's hard to get everyone together. So sometimes the only time we can practice is like the morning before a gig. So
Oh yeah, like when we did go to Core Cafe, totally unrehearsed.
That was all
morning.
day. So
Yeah.
at least we did the
Well,
most of those songs
it
we
went
did
well.
it by ourselves.
So
Yeah.
when you're done with the set, you turn off your roadies pick everything up for you that you hire, or
We don't-
you
actually,
cannot-
kind of got that
Actually,
going on. But
Our parents kind of do.
yeah.
after
got
you're
it.
all done and
Yeah.
you're all packed up, do you get together at somebody's house and have pizza or something, or what?
We
no, it's
we kind of like went to get food a bit. Not like I don't think there's ever been a point where all 4 of us have been there though.
No,
I know
Yeah.
those two Carter and Isaac have gone. Me and Andrew have gone. I'm pretty sure I've gone with Carter, but I don't know if all 4 of us have gone together. We usually just pick up our stuff, either take it to Carter's house and say, let's get it tomorrow, or we just take our stuff home.
My house is the rehearsal space because
Mhm.
it's got a basement and a drum kit.
It's like
and
in the
acoustic
it's in the
stuff.
center of everything.
Yeah, usually at that
Rolls
point,
around
it's
everything.
like 11 o'clock by the time everything's packed up,
Sure.
and we've been together running through the set since noon.
Mm-hmm. So
or
yes,
whenever,
normally
so
if we have time to go home and lay in bed and be wired and not be able to
That's the main
sleep.
thing. Yeah.
But I do actually have to shout out my dad because he's basically our roadie. He always
Yeah.
drives
For sure.
the
Oh, yeah.
minivan with all the stuff,
Got
and
the
he helps
drum
us
kit,
pack
yeah.
up. So
Yeah,
all of our
yeah.
family members.
Hey, thanks for leading into the next question.
Cool. Oh,
Who's
no.
been your biggest supporters since you started the
Oh,
music?
there's a lot. There's a lot.
I mean, I guess this is on brand for our name, but I'll say all 4 of our girlfriends have
Definitely.
been not at every show, but at most of the shows more than anyone else.
Eugenia.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Eugenia. Shout out Mia, my girlfriend. She's super cool. She has actually played a couple sets with us before as well. I really like her a lot.
Okay.
Goes without saying, I suppose, but yeah. So our girlfriends, they help us set up and take down from time to time. Our parents, like I know Andrew's parents help us do merch sometimes.
Yeah, grandparents and
his-
stuff like that.
yeah, and
a
his-
lot of my family help.
His dad records each show for us.
Great.
And like Carter said, his dad drives the
Yeah.
minivan with the drums and
My
helps us set up.
family is definitely a big supporter because they let us rehearse for 5 hours at a time in my basement with like super loud volume that's just like rumbling through the whole
Oh, yeah.
house.
Yeah,
And
and
they've put up with us, like put up with a lot from us. So I'm really grateful for them. And also
as
our
a band,
audience is very.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, our
is
audience,
Gotta
they-
throw
oh,
them in
biggest
there.
supporters.
we make a lot of money off you guys.
All right.
That's not all they are.
I interviewed somebody yesterday that she says there's about 30 or 40 regular people that come to every one of their performances.
Oh.
Talk about appreciating your audience. No
Yeah.
matter where you go up and down the valley, they're always there. Advice. Best advice you've been given from someone. Anything stick out in your mind?
Probably something from Chris.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say keep going and don't stop. When
Yeah.
people tell us we sound good, or when they say, hey, we love this song, or you guys do this great, and
Mhm.
stuff like that. It means a lot to me, and it makes me feel like it's more doable than
Definitely.
sometimes it feels.
Okay.
especially that stuff from Chris, because he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
We really look up to him, to be honest, and I hope
Shout out to Chris.
yeah, I hope if he's hearing this, he feels the what's the word? Not that he looks down on us, that we look up to him. You know what I'm trying to say.
I
It sounds
get
silly,
that.
but
I know he's kind of taken some pride in sort of taking you under his wing. I know that.
I
He's
really
like the
we're
father
very
of the
grateful.
band.
I mean,
Definitely.
he did not need to give us like 8 songs.
Yeah.
I would
just to do.
No.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah, that's another
we're very
thing.
grateful for
It's-
it. So.
If we want to get into that, we could totally talk about that, but otherwise we can move on.
What is now you've been doing some recording, you've been doing live. Which is your favorite?
They both have their like.
Yeah, that
fun
recording
parts.
day was like
Yeah.
pretty amazing to hear the drums. and do that.
I've got to say, like, sometimes I'm feeling a bit stressed out with like gigging and stuff. I know they can tell
Yeah.
just by like sometimes the way I'm texting, I'm like
Oh yeah.
freaking out about like scheduling and all
He
that.
gives crazy attitudes sometimes.
Okay.
but
Just joking.
That-
I'm just joking.
All right.
Oh yeah.
that
just
day
playing
in the
silly.
studio was like it like really like rejuvenated my love for this, and I'm not saying like I don't love it at all. Like I love it so much and it's so fun. But it like took away all my stress from it, and it was just such a surreal experience.
And when that little disc comes out, your first one with your name on it, you're gonna
So
look at it and
excited.
go, this is so cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
I
it
mean,
forever.
playing live is cool, but when you get that little disc in your
Yeah.
hand
Even-
and hear it on the radio,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I would love to take that and just legitimize us as a live band as well. I know there's a lot of good venues up in Chicago. I'd really like to make it to. A lot of good bands to play with, and that's something that I think the album will really
Help with.
it'll
Sure.
really help
Yeah.
us with, because
Mm.
my favorite part, if I could add on to all that, is I love writing the songs. So just the combination of recording it and playing it live and showing it to people and having them enjoy it, that's my favorite part. And just being able to express myself creatively.
Okay. How can your fans? How can they stay connected with you online someplace? Facebook? What?
We got
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, yeah. Those
Yeah.
are our big two.
Facebook.
Do you have a Facebook page in your name or in Lovers Canyon?
Lovers
It's like
Canyon.
Lovers
Canyon.
underscore
Mhm.
Canyon.
Yep.
Yeah, on Facebook and Instagram. We have a TikTok. Doesn't have anything on it. You can follow it if you want.
It's there if you want.
I gotta
Yeah.
like take all those to TikTok sometime. Connor
Yeah.
isn't on TikTok, so
I don't have
I-
TikTok
I
either.
do
Not
not have
really
TikTok.
either.
But we have YouTube. We have a website.
Small, but we post.
What's the
Uh,
website? www something.
It's well, it's linked on all of our pages.
Oh, okay.
So it's easiest to find that
Sure.
way.
just look up Lovers underscore Canyon on Instagram, and I'm sure
Yeah,
it'll come up.
yeah. Our
Instagram
link
is-
tree's on there. You can find all of our stuff through that.
Is there anybody down the line that you can think of that you'd want to collaborate with? Another
Actually-
artist or
Counterist.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research on this. So in the area, I guess I'm more of a self-made type of person with that. I don't have the connections the way that maybe Andrew does. So in the area, I would say maybe he's someone to ask for. But I've been doing a lot of research online. Like I said, good bands in Chicago. Probably too many to shout out actually, but I'll say if this does reach out there, there's top three. I'll say. There's a band called Animal Panic I saw up there online. They write really good stuff. They kind of sound like the Strokes to me. Love them. I'd like to play with them. There's another band called the Braymores. They sound probably identical to the way that me and Andrew write, to me at least. They seem great. I love their look. And then another one I would say, this one they have a silly name. It's called Gorilla Tuesday. I know. But again, really great stuff up there. They actually, one of the guys in the band created a playlist full of the whole like Chicago indie scene, like just a big chunk of it, and I listened to it, and that's what really got me on it. So I have to shout out them as well. But in the area, I guess I'll pass it on to Andrew if you know anything.
Well, I think Isaac's got some.
Oh yeah. Well, I think a band that me and Carter know in the area, but we would all I think would like to play for, but like the Harmonics.
Oh yeah.
Me and Carter have one of our great friends, Georgia's dad is in the band and stuff, and we just
where are they from? The Valley here?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
And we
it was
just,
like Kevin Kramer used to play with them,
mm-hmm, that
Okay.
too.
and yeah,
And then
we
you've
like
got
to open for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
and then you've got your other stuff around here. You've got Chris and his new band. What are they
Tom
called?
Chris.
What are
Dirt Road Reckoning.
yeah, I think that's right.
Aren't we
This
opening
is
for them
newest.
this summer?
We might.
Yeah, it's being talked.
That'd be awesome. Mm.
Let's see. Yeah, Tom Gaffney. I haven't met
I'd
him.
love to do some work with them.
Tom's a
He's,
good
he's
guy.
a
Yeah.
family friend of ours.
Yeah. Let's see. What's his name? Randy. What's his last name?
Randy, yep.
Randy's cool though. He
Mm.
works at or he does drum lessons and stuff
His-
at a.
I saw a band
Star
you played with
Rockers.
was like Zazzle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Zazzle. We saw them at Dockside. They're pretty good too.
Mm.
So
They're really funny.
Tighter than we are.
let's
I think.
just go the other way here and go, gee, if this doesn't work out for me, what would I like to do the rest of my life other than this? Be a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor, a dock
Who wants
worker,
to go
a
with that?
carpenter?
You want to go with that,
I-
Carter?
I-
I'll
I
go
think-
after. I'll go
I
after.
want to hand this to Carter first. Actually.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd just like to say, like, this would be so cool if I could do it for my life. But, I mean, like, things happen. So, like, you never know if it's actually, like, you can't bank on that. Because this is, like, my high school band and stuff. But, like, I've been, like, looking into, like, going to college for, like, to be a therapist or, like, a psychologist or something. Didn't you guys study that, too?
Yeah,
you
I
guys were
was
going to?
I was gonna go into clinical psych.
I
I
was
to,
considering it. I'm in a gap year right now, and I don't have a job. But-
Maybe we should be called Therapy Canyon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Well,
Are we good?
I'd say
Tell us, Isaac.
like
Tell us.
sort of like the same thing that Carter said. Like things happen. It'd be amazing to do this like for forever. That was amazing. Just getting around. But if anything, I would love to go to school and um, major in. I've been going back and forth because there's drums, there's theater I could do, but like one that's really like stuck with me like recently because a lot of my family does it, but like maybe being a teacher, like an elementary school teacher,
Like a
like go into that type of
what,
field.
like a music
you know?
teacher then, or like a
Maybe in that way, or maybe just a regular like one of the teachers I teach like
oh yeah, that'd be
in a
cool.
class and stuff,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
All right.
Just really
Oh,
gone
yeah.
around the family. I don't know.
Yeah.
Higher aspirations there.
Mine aren't as high, I would say. If music doesn't work out, I'm totally content to do it on the side and work a minimum wage job if I have to. I've been a bit lost as of late trying to figure that out. I was thinking about maybe therapy or something, or maybe I'll just go into trades. I'm not sure.
Okay. Good answers, Andrew.
Like I said, I've always loved psychology. I've always thought it's very interesting. So I'd love to be able to do something with that if I could. Or even electricity too. I think would be good.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me as well.
I've been thinking about
There's nothing wrong with music being a second job. Either. That's,
Oh yeah,
But
I'll be playing drums.
really, we'll see what happens. I wish you
Fingers
guys all the
crossed.
luck in the world.
Thank you very much.
Keep working with people like Chris, and you'll get on the right track. And I've heard some of your stuff. It's pretty cool. Hoping to see you playing around sometime this summer on different bands and stages. So we've kind of come to a close to this session here today. I hope you've enjoyed the interview as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to everyone out
Thank you so
there.
much.
And tune in next time for another session. Until then, get out to a venue near you and support your local musicians and the venues. And